Hello, beautiful young woman. So things are a little bit different. And I wish I was doing this with you guys live with my counselors. And since we've never even gotten a chance to really sit down and talk to you guys each individually. So, my goal with this is yes, we're using WeChat, but I want to hopefully switch over to the circles. They've just been having some technical problems, and I just wanted to get going right away. And then we will navigate that technology usage at a later point. But I want to start utilizing WeChat for the time being and getting in here and doing some activities with you guys on Wednesday. I have a couple things scheduled, which is going to be kind of fun. And also just giving you guys some things on Sundays when we usually would have our usual lessons, give you guys something to think about, something to ponder. And I'm hoping to get interaction with you guys as we do this. I want to do what I call as a Zoom call. Maybe some of you guys are familiar with it, but that way we can all get on, see each other's faces, still stay connected during this time. Zoom is having a hard time right now with that. So we are not going to do that this week. And so I wanted to just pop in here and I wanted to talk to you guys just for a brief second about my thoughts on all of this. And so I know we've been talking about in Come Follow Me about joy and join the journey. And that's something that I think is very poignant for this time. I'm sure you guys have all been experiencing the same feelings and thoughts that I have and as my family has. And I want you to know that that is perfectly normal. I don't know what you guys have been experiencing, but from what I've seen, it's been a lot of a roller coaster almost, like excited that we get to stay home, right? But then it's the gravity of what that means. And now I don't get to be with my friends as much or see family members as much. And so there's a little bit of loneliness and sadness and uncertainty. And I want you to know all of those are totally okay. Those feelings, those thoughts are valid. And the more that you can accept that, the more that you will be able to kind of navigate this time in a different way. I love to consider why we are going through this, and not from a point of like, I have to know the why, but just playing around with perspective. And so I was thinking about back when, we had Adam and Eve and all those times and the way that they had to keep adapting. They had to keep adapting, right? They left the Garden of Eden and they had to go out into the world and they had to learn how to adapt into, um, they had to change environments. They had to learn how to um, just do things differently than they were doing before. And it was a little bit more difficult for them. But as they did that, it helped them evolve and to grow and to be able to survive. And that happened through all of, if you study human history, that's the same thing that's happened for years and years and years. Change, though difficult, made people stronger. And I believe this is our time to grow stronger. We've been kind of stagnant as a society, and this is our time to adapt. Change is not always fun, but to me, I'm like, change is good. We talked about this actually on our last lesson altogether. It was talking about how, what are some of the things that we've been through? What are some of the hard things? And we were talking about how change is that growth. And we've been kind of thrown into change, whether we like it or not. And so instead of thinking of all the things that could go wrong or what is worrisome about this time, can we see it as, oh, this is my opportunity to grow? We don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know what the end looks like, but we have chances to grow our minds, to grow our testimonies, to grow skills in ways that we haven't had the opportunity to do before. Can you grow in maybe your running ability? Can you grow in maybe wanting to cook? Maybe you've been wanting to try a skill at cooking. Maybe you wanted to memorize some scriptures. Maybe you've wanted to read the scriptures more. Maybe you've wanted to read some more Ensign articles, or maybe you wanted to just start up a skill of sewing. All of those are possible right now. And my goal too is, so we're talking about being able to help with the gathering of Israel, which obviously is going to be a little bit different during this time, but at the same time, technology is so amazing to be able to help us do this. So I'm just going to let you know, I'm going to try and get Sister Shepherd to do a Zoom call and teach everybody how to do ancestry help. I know some of you guys are very, very awesome with that. I know the McMasters, and I think it was the Dodges. Some of you guys are fantastic with this already. Maybe you guys can even step up and help us with this. But I think this is our time. This is our time to learn indexing. This is our time to be able to find some of those people that are waiting for us. And the biggest thing I want to tell you guys is don't stop connecting. Don't stop connecting. I know, Camber, I'm going to call you out, but I know my daughter was saying how it's so different. She's so used to video calls all the time and being able to see people. And I'll tell you what, we didn't have that back in my day. We didn't have that all the time. So we connected by actually calling people and by actually, talking to people. And so this is your time to grow in your communication. Reach out and just be available to other people, because we're all going to be experiencing this in different ways. So, and that's also my plea to you, is know that I am here for you, and we're ready to help you out wherever we can. Okay, we're going to try that again really quickly. I don't even know where I left off, but got kids home. Things are going crazy, but I just wanted to let you guys know this is where we're going to chat, and just reach out anytime. And presidencies, I'm going to need your help with the Wednesday activity. I will let you guys know what that is. Just be expecting a information text from me about that, and hopefully it'll be available. Hopefully it'll be available at that time. But I wanted to just bear my testimony to you guys that I do know that this church is true. And I do know that we have a prophet that's leading and guiding us today. And my testimony is growing stronger and stronger by the day. And I encourage you guys to do the same for you. And I know that the Book of Mormon is true, and that we can get answers from that Book of Mormon the more and more that we study it. And we can find peace. We can find just comfort during this time. So I encourage you guys to go and utilize that huge resource that we have. And I do have a testimony in prayer, and the ability that we have to get those personal revelations and answers for ourselves, and the comfort that we need at times. And I just know that I love you guys so much. And I want to be able to connect and get to know you guys even more, especially my Laurels. And hopefully you'll let me do that, especially in this different way. But again, we're all adapting and growing in some way, right? So just keep reaching out to each other and being there for each other. And we will talk to you guys very, very soon. And I say these things in Jesus Christ. Amen.